Hello, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. Another episode on Therapy Hub. We're here to transform the mind and heal the soul. Thank everybody for tuning in. If you haven't tuned in, well, thank you when you come. And of course, you can always watch this episode or this live when we're done. It's on our YouTube channel and available. All you have to do is just click and you'll be able to watch. But we have a very another um, compelling topic to bring up, kind of to adjacent with what we were talking about last week in regards to the war between Iran and USA and Israel. Now, this is getting really serious because there are more countries getting involved in this war, and we're going to touch on a little bit about that. But before we do that, I wanted to shout out our sponsors. I want to say shout out to um, you know all of our sponsors out there, because if it wasn't for them, we wouldn't be able to keep things running here. So first and foremost, I want to say shout out to Bark and Scratch Pet Supplies, pet food supplies. Now you can, or sorry, my apologies, Bark and Scratch Pet Foods Ltd. Now you can get their anything at their store for 10% off if you use our promo code AMPTV. All you have to do is go into the store and say AMPTV, and you'll get 10% off all supplies and pet foods there, okay? They're located at 2404 Danforth Avenue, and that's located, or that's in between Main and Woodbine, all right? So if you're taking the TTC, you get off at Main Station, all you got to do is just walk a little west, and you'll see it on the north side. And if you are coming from Woodbine Station, you got to walk east, and you'll see it also on the north side. All right. So go ahead on down there if you need any pet supplies, and they will definitely hook you up with 10% off if you use our promo code AMTV. All right. Also want to shout out my boy Marlon Mortgage at the Mortgage Foundation Center. He has an incredible center where if you have a child, or if you're a young adult between the ages of 12 and 29, you need a safe hub or a place to study. If you need a tutor, also if you're looking for volunteer opportunities, you can head on down to his center at 117 Manville Road in Scarborough, or you can visit his website at www.themortgagefoundation.ca. All right, it's a great place. I went during his grand opening, and it was a great event and great location. So please, if you need a haven, head on down there. All right. Now we're going to get into our topics. I also want to just let everybody know that we had a really good month last month in regards to our views and getting subscribers. So I want to thank everybody out there that's been supporting and watching our show, and please like, subscribe, and share if you can, because we want to get this channel out there because it's positive, and we know that it's helping people, and we know people are watching. Now we have a very special guest that we're going to bring on our show right now. She's actually in the waiting room. I don't want to have her waiting in there too long. Now she is a very important person to our world here, because she is a holistic practitioner, and she does wellness ceremonies and these type of things. But not even just that, she's also the founder of La La Land Sanctuary, and what that is they're a safety team, and they also do supporting events and music festivals with emotional support and that type of stuff. So they're huge out there. She has tons of followers, over 26,000 followers on her Instagram page. She's doing great things. So I want to bring her on the show to talk about this topic that we have today on war in Iran, U.S. allies versus Iranian allies. So we're gonna have her come in. Bring her in now. Anita, how are you doing?
Hi, Daru. How are you?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well. Looking great. Looking great. Good to see you.
Thank you very much for having me today. It was very short notice, but we made it.
We did, and I apologize for that. I just I seen you in my you liked one of my posts. I was like, oh, Anita, I haven't seen her or talked to her in a while, and I know she's into this type of thing, into this type of stuff. And for the most part, I don't think you knew about Therapy Hub because when I met you, I don't think I had any of this going on yet. So I know we were talking about me in the process of starting something, but this wasn't what we had I had planned as of yet. So it's actually perfect timing.
Yes, amazing. I saw your flyer out there. I was like, oh, let me just give it a like. It's aligned with whatever is happening right now in the world.
Hmm. Yeah,
Even though I would appreciate if you're adding a lion and sun and or like official flag on your flyer, it would be amazing for
right.
the world to see, because I know you have a lot of views, people are watching.
Yeah,
Technically the flag that it's in your flyer right now, it is our official flag of our country, but for past 46 years, 47 years, this was our flag. Our flag used to be a sun and lion instead of what it is, like the Allah Akbar, like the Allah in the center.
yeah.
So it's been shifted since 47 years ago.
Wow. And I was gonna ask you that because I know that I've seen a lot of different versions of the Iranian flag,
Mm-hmm.
and I know that is now if this part of the flag, right, is
Mm-hmm.
this the regime that's in charge now? Is that
Yes.
okay? Because I kind of figured that because it kind of looks regime-ish versus the actual country because it was a lion and a sun, and I believe. Let me see. I don't know if I can pull out the actual. Let me see if I can. I'm gonna try to share my screen here and see if we can pull out the real version of what you're talking about. Give me a second.
Mm-hmm.
Bear with me, okay? For the and while I'm doing this, explain to the people about yourself. Explain of them to them who you are and what you do and that type of thing.
Amazing. Hello all. It's so nice to be here. Oh, everything shifted. Okay, so my name is Anita. As he mentioned earlier, I'm a sound journey practitioner, a wellness holistic coach. I'm a founder of Lololand Sanctuary, Harm Reduction. We are supporting harm reduction, safety, and security as events and festivals. We're mostly involved in like camping festivals, long term festivals. We're working closely with the security and organizers at the festivals.
Go ahead. Sorry, did something stop?
Oh no, it's just everything
Okay.
here is so new for me. I'm trying to figure out
Oh,
that
okay,
once you're
okay.
shifting me here and there, where am I?
Sorry, my bad.
Yeah,
I'm
the
trying to
reason
get
I
your
started
screen, like I'm
that.
trying to get your screen, the main screen there, so everybody can hear or see you better.
Wonderful, you are amazing. And
Good.
yeah, just I'm into wellness. I like holding a space for people going through traumas, emotions. We deal with clients with PTSD, anxiety. I'm not a therapist, I'm a practitioner. I play sound. As you see, I have my gong here. And mostly I'm a psychedelic integrator, working with psychedelic substances um, in a like under holistic coaching. And that's how it got me into harm reduction. I realized there's actually everything going on in harm reduction in like festivals. It's all about safety. It's about people coming there, having fun, and being safe. But I believe it's just important to have fun with the safety, and if we need support, they would be proper support on site. So me and my team, we try our best to bring this safety at events and festivals. However, myself, I do facilitate workshops and ceremonies at events and festivals as well, such as like opening ceremonies and like wellness ceremonies. So
Oh,
pretty
nice.
much throughout past 2 years, I was like spending a lot of time at festivals and ceremonies and a little bit of social media. That I'm planning to do more on social media.
Right. Nice, nice, nice. I see you're doing big things on social media. Let everybody know about your social media, what you do on your social media, and how they can tap in with you on your social media.
So basically, right now I'm trying to bring awareness about what's going on in Iran, and everything like politically around that. But mostly my message is to spread awareness about wellness and just collaboration. I do believe a lot in human connection, just like me and you today, sitting here, sharing our knowledge and sharing
Hmm.
our that energy exchange. And also, I believe that nowadays everything is getting so robotic that
Yeah.
people are losing touch of connection. So I believe like La La Land is a land of expression, communication, and connection. So I do try my best to use all my connection throughout my Instagram,
Hmm.
to build more connection on Instagram, and do more collaboration on Instagram.
Nice, nice. And now I want to get into a little bit. I want to ask you a question. Now, here's the original. Here's if you look on the screen here. This is what
Hmm.
we're talking about. Can you see it here on the screen?
Yes.
So this is the original Iranian flag you're talking about. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. Yes. So partially the reason why I did put that flag there too, because that flag on the flyer is the primarily is like this side is this militia. This is their that this is their flag, right? So it's
Hmm.
kind of like them versus US per se.
Yes.
But you're absolutely right because I was gonna ask you that actually. It's awesome that you brought it up because I wanted to know if that was the original flag because I know that this is not the actual flag of this is not
Of
the
course.
Iranian flag, and I don't see anybody in Canada with that represents this flag. I've never seen anybody with this flag before here in this country.
So going back to the flag, what I prepared here today to talk about, it's a little bit of history, like
Mhm.
not like a very wow history. It's actually a
Yes.
sad history, and it's a living history. Like
Mhm.
what I'm sharing with you, it's basically what I've heard from my mother, from my grandmother, and from myself living in Iran under the Islamic Republic dictatorship and leaving the country. So maybe this little history would be bringing more awareness and clearing more questions out there, because right now a lot of people are asking like what's going on, why is it like this? And for us, because we were not out there a lot through for politics, for example, we were just the first time that the world heard us screaming asking for freedom was in
Mhm.
2022, which
Right.
was woman life freedom
Woman
toward
freedom. Yes,
Amini. Women such as
I
myself, we
remember that.
start taking our hijabs off, we start protesting in the streets because a woman brutally died because of not wearing a proper cover up, even though she had the cover up, but it was just not on her head.
Right.
So before that, not a lot of people knew about us. Not a
Right.
lot of people knew what's happening in Iran.
Mhm.
So, going back to 47 years ago, imagine now you're living in Canada. We have
Yes.
like a lots of rights and freedoms. You can go to the streets, start protesting, police will cover you. You can say whatever you want. You can wear whatever you want. You can believe in anything you want. Um, very good economy. You find job, women's and men's are equal. um and we are pretty much living like a very good life here, except the economy problems that is happening around the world for past like
Right.
6 years
It's
due to COVID,
normal things.
right?
Normal
It's
things.
normal things. But
Yeah.
I do consider Canada a very good country. I love Canada. I've been living here for past 14 years. I went to school, I went to college, so
Right.
pretty much my whole life is here because we left home,
Right.
right? Our
So
home is not a safe space for us.
yeah. Can I just so because I do know that one of the most dramatic changes in Iran was what you were talking about. That the government changed. I think that was in 1979, right? When the actual government actually changed over. That was a
Yeah,
huge change for everybody in the in Iran. And I believe some friends of mine, some of their parents fled and came to Canada because of that government change.
of course.
Talk
So
a little bit about that.
exactly. So now imagine we are living in Canada and everything is like so normal like that.
Hmm.
That was the same thing in Iran.
Yeah,
That was
yeah.
the same thing in
It was
Iran.
normal.
It was normal. We had a
Hmm.
very good connection with Israel and US. We
Right,
had a very good economy. We had a lot of resources. Iran is a very rich country because of its resources and the people that are mostly very highly educated.
right,
And then, just like Canada, we had all the rights and freedoms. And then one day these people come in, and my mom is saying, one day we woke up, we have to go to the school. They change our school uniform.
right,
They separated our schools from guys and girls. They were before they used to go to school together,
right.
but now girls have to go school separately than guys.
And now, was that before? Because before this government, it wasn't an Islamic Republican country. Before it was
No,
normal. So now
it
it's an
was
Islamic.
normal.
Right,
Everybody can have the rights and freedom to believe in anything they want,
right,
and then to wear whatever they want, to say whatever they want. Women's and men's are
mhm,
like equal. Like her, if we go back to Cyrus, the king of Persia, we
right,
had the first like we were the first civilized, like in that century, that we were just had our men's and women's equal, and we don't believe in slavery. And
right,
that is there in France. You can just look it up. So in
right,
Iran it was like that. We don't believe in slavery. Women's and men's are equal,
right.
and it's all like that. And one day these people come in, and changing our flag.
Mhm.
Imagine, like, they come to Canada and change the Canadian flag.
Yeah, just change the whole concept of the flag.
And
Same color but different logo. Like it'd be like,
write
yeah,
Arabic,
it'd be
which is
weird.
not our official language,
Right,
on our flag,
right. So
and
what
have
language is on
symbol
your
of,
flag?
sorry,
What language is on the flag? Is Arabic?
it's Arabic.
It's
What
Arabic.
you're
Okay.
seeing
Okay.
on top and bottom, they
Mhm.
wrote with Arabic. I think it's like, I don't know what's like, Allah Akbar, something like that.
Right.
And which is not our official language. Arabic is not. We speak Farsi. And then having Allah sign instead of the lion and sun, which it
Mhm.
been there for many years, like many
I don't
many
know
years.
why you would associate Allah Akbar with war when Bilal was the
Mhm.
first prophet or the first um, person in Islam to call out Allah Akbar. Bilal was, and it's funny because a lot of my Muslim friends, that's actually my Islamic name is Bilal,
Mhm.
and Bilal was
Mhm.
like the actual name to call out to, or sorry, Bilal was the first person to call out a prayer to God. So whenever they say before they pray, they'll say Allah Akbar.
Mhm.
That's a calling out to God. So I don't. Why would they associate that with war? Do you know? Do you have any clue?
Like Allah Akbar.
Yeah, with on
Um,
the flag because the flag is Allah Akbar. That's Allah Akbar on the flag.
Unfortunately, I don't know. I have no idea. I just know that uh like from where I heard Allah Akbar a lot was the terrorist activities that used to happen, and
Hmm.
they're like, because Allahu Akbar means the God is big.
Right. It's like
The
calling
God
to
is
God.
huge.
God is
Calling
big.
the
Yeah.
God. Allahu
Calling. Yeah.
Akbar means I'm doing something great right now.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. Something
like,
greater than me. Yeah.
yes, but myself personally, I respect all the religions. I respect
Absolutely.
all the race and colors. I do believe in oneness. I do believe that we all have our own religions, colors, just like languages. Religions are just like languages. And I don't have any disrespect toward Islam. Like, I have a lot of Muslim friends. I born Muslim myself, but do not force your religion on others. So what happened in my country was people come just like what's happening in New York and what's happening in Canada. Like what's
Yeah.
happening in your like what's happening in Canada and like New York, and right now we lived there. We lived there 50
Yeah. It's like
years ago.
right.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
our
Yeah. Yeah.
history. So
It was
everything
like
happening.
foreign. It was very foreign.
Exactly. So now
Yeah.
it's like, oh, they're doing this in the street, they're praying in the street. No, these are normal for Persians. We lived
Right.
in Middle East, we lived that, this is our history. And slowly they start projecting their religions on us. And they made our country a religious country, which I disagree with that, because
Hmm.
religion, it's very personal. It's in our
Yeah.
personal circle. It's
Hmm.
not related into
And it's
society.
forced. And it's
Yes, because
forced.
it's you connecting with your
Hmm.
God. It
Right.
shouldn't be something that it's be in the society and the whole r- country runs with that, you
That's
know?
right. Yeah. You should have
So
the choice and the option to if you want to have a
exactly,
relationship with God. And your relationship with God is in many different ways, like you're saying. Absolutely right. It shouldn't have to
exactly.
be
So
one ritual or one way of living. Yeah, you're absolutely
it's
right.
like
Or worship.
languages. You know, it's like
Yeah,
languages. You speak one language, I speak one language.
yeah,
We
yeah.
find a common ground and we speak together, right?
That's right.
Religion is the same thing. But what happened in our country, they came and they brought the religion on top of our country, and they start ruling, they start using religion to manipulate everybody,
Right.
you know, and using their power and using people's emotion. You know, a
Mhm.
lot of people right now like not emotional toward that. You know,
Well,
just like how you see people in Pakistan and in India, Muslim India, they're like crying so emotional over Ayatollah Khamenei that he's dead, because
hmm
it's part of the religion. Religion is a very powerful weapon. You can manipulate a group of people with religion. It's really important how to use that religion, right? So now, from one day, we all woke up. We have to cover up, wear a hijab. If in the street you don't wear hijab, they will take you to police station. I've been arrested in the age of 12 years old
and
in
thrown
the
in jail.
street,
You
and
were
they,
arrested and thrown in jail.
yes,
Oh
unfortunately,
wow.
for
Sorry
like
to hear about that.
12 hours, they arrested me. My
Mhm.
family could not find me. I'm only 12 years old. I went to the bookshop in
Wow.
across of a street of my house to
Yeah.
buy books, come back home. But because I was like very mature, they're
Yeah.
looking at me. You have a white pants on, sit in the van. They threw me in the van and they took me to the police station.
Oh
My
wow.
parents are not able to call find me. There are so many people that they have to call their parents and their family one by one, and they're saying you have to call your family, somebody needs to come sign here for you and bring you proper clothing.
Yeah.
Right.
Let me ask you a question. How did Shay, is it Shah? How did Shay, right? Shay Muhammad, the actual, the original leader, how did you pronounce his name? The original leader, Mr. Muhammad.
Ayatollah Khamenei.
No. The one that was overthrown by um, Ayatollah. So there's
uh
Ayatollah before him, before him. What was the leader? What was his name before Ayatollah?
Do you mean the Shah?
Shah. That's his name. Shah.
Yes, Shah.
So
So
Shah.
we had
Why
Shah.
was it overturned? How did he lose his position if he had everything in control and everything? Everybody was happy the way he had everything in power. What happened in that transition? Do you know?
Okay, so we're going back again based on what my grandma and grandpa
Yeah.
like taught us about.
Yeah. Based on what
It
you
was
know.
like exactly because my grandpa was a military soldier for Shah. He was in
Okay.
the Shah, and once Shah left, my grandpa retired himself and stayed home. And he's like, I am not making even 1 rial, which is our currency, for
Hmm.
this government. He opened like a grocery store beside his house. I'm like, I'm gonna sell bread, but
Right.
I am not working for this government.
Hmm.
Right. So back in the day, they were saying that Iran was economically getting so strong.
Right.
And one day Shah came and he's like, I'm not giving extra money to the Western and Eastern.
Okay.
And the next day, Shah is gone and these people are on top. And we don't even know if Khomeini, which was the last leader before Khamenei, that
Right.
Khomeini died.
So he
People
died.
would say,
Shah died.
no, Shah, of course, he's dead now. His son
Okay.
is Pahlavi, Reza Pahlavi, that we are voting for, that we want for our country right now for a smoother
For his son to come back into
transition.
power.
Exactly.
Okay.
Um,
So how does
is
the
his son.
elections there? How does it happen? Is it normal? Like people vote, and is it just normal like that, or is it because these guys seem like they have a lot of power? So it seems like are they bullying votes? Like how does it work?
So we have like a supreme leader, which is on the
Okay.
top, which was Khomeini when they had the revolution, and then it turned into Ayatollah Khamenei, which was these people with like they have like head turban
Right.
on top. There's a lot of Ayatollahs in the country. There are like some places that they are educating these Ayatollahs to how to become
Hmm.
Ayatollahs. So and then on under that is the prime minister,
Okay.
like president, prime minister, and like their people are voting for that. That's
Okay.
how he comes on power, which sadly now
Mm.
he's just so shocked that he's telling us, like all in the TV, he's saying, oh, I am a doctor, I have nothing through politics, go solve your problems yourself. Because
Right.
this guy literally does not know anything, because the Ayatollah was running everything.
Right. So he
He
was
was
like
just
kind
a
of like
face.
he was just like a face. He was like a
He was
puppet.
just
He
a
was a
face
puppet.
that
Yeah.
would
Yeah.
be sit by the microphone and say do this, do that, but the
Hmm.
order would come from somewhere else. Because this guy clearly, like right now, he's in like this meeting. He's
Hmm.
sitting there, and they're like, "Oh, what are we doing in this situation?" He's like, "Oh, I'm just a doctor. They brought me here to have a healthier relationship with
Hmm.
the people. I don't know how to solve this. You guys go solve your own problems."
So I have a lot of pictures. I have some pictures here I want to get into because I wanted to ask because it seems like there's a lot of people in Iran who worship this guy and that support him. Like, you know, there's tons of people here that there's a statue. I think there's a picture of there's a statue here of him. Do you know about this the statue here?
These are very old pictures. These
It's
are the
very old pictures.
beginning of the revolution. We
Okay.
didn't know this is gonna
So they didn't
happen.
know that this is going to
They
happen. So a
didn't
lot of
know
these
this
people
is gonna
were fooled. A
happen,
lot of these people were right.
because once you're not living under like this like terrorist regime, you don't know. In the beginning, people did not know this is gonna happen. When he came,
Mhm.
he said, for a better future, for a better this, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. But even the best buildings that we have in Iran is for the time that Shah built them. These
Right.
guys did not build anything in the country, did not bring anything new in the country. Like,
Hmm.
I traveled there during COVID,
Right.
and once I got there, everything is so old. Like,
Yeah.
everything is so old, nothing. They use the oil
So,
money toward
so
terrorist
they
act.
didn't. So there's no like nothing has changed there since. they've come in power, like no new buildings, no new. They haven't used any of their money to build any new infrastructure or anything like that.
Uh, there is one shopping mall, to be
Okay.
honest, it calls Iran Mall. Okay.
Oh, Iran Mall. Is it in Tehran?
Iran Mall is in Tehran. It's a
Yeah.
huge mall that they built,
Hmm.
and that's for Ayatollah Khamenei and his son.
Oh, okay. So
It's
they
for them.
own that mall.
They own that mall.
Oh, wow.
They own that
So,
mall, everything in there. So that was the best thing that they built in Iran. You
okay.
know, that was the best thing that they built, I believe, in Iran, because I didn't see anything new. You know, everything
Mhm.
was so old, so rusty, and the good things that it's been built, it was for the time of the Shah. But we accepted Islamism once in our country, that we let these people come to our country, but I think that was the last time ever. We Persians, we're done with that. We're done. We're like, we have a lot
Wow.
of people who are not even accepting Islam anymore. Like, you talk
Yeah.
like they're Islamophobic, because these people even ruin the name of Islam. You know, these
Right.
people even ruin the name of
With the
Islam. Like,
killing and the killing
with the
innocent
killing,
people and this stuff
like,
and yeah.
they first came, and then like sometime after, I remember when I was a little, it was like this protest called green protest.
Right.
In green protest, lots of people died. Again, the same thing. People came outside, asked for freedom, but what, in silence, because there were no media back then.
Right.
You know, again, couple years after, people come outside, we are tired, give us some freedom, we want money, no freedom, nothing. Again, because they're a bunch of terrorists, they can
Yeah.
kill people easily. Right now, what Trump has a problem is because they're building a weapon that they can send nuclear weapon to the state, and we
Hmm.
don't want that.
Yeah.
If their
So
missiles reach a state, these people have no brain, they have no
yeah.
empathy. They will just terror
Yeah.
everybody.
Without them
Just
even
what
thinking about what the outcome is going to be or what the consequences are or what the consequences may be. And I think that's what's going on right now because you're seeing a lot of countries that are not even allied with America, are more closely allied with Iran. Like even some of the Middle Eastern countries, I know Yemen and there's a few countries that are staying close to them, Iraq and but those are militant groups. And as you're seeing that these particular groups are only terrorist groups, and these groups are the ones that are sticking together. So you have countries like Turkey that even yesterday, Turkey was pulled into the conflict after an Iranian ballistic missile headed towards an airspace there.
yep.
And what happened was the NATO defense team intercepted the missile. I actually have a picture of it here. You can see it here is the missile here. But you see how it looks here on the ground there. So
Wow.
they kind of intercepted that missile.
Mm-hmm.
NATO and and usually NATO, you know how NATO is. They're the ones who primarily, you know, stop the wars between our in they either say, hey, look, this is right or this is wrong. You guys can do it. They're pretty much like the police of the world, I think, right? And
Yeah.
they're even saying they're stepping aside and they're not doing anything about this. They're saying, hey, look, I want to wait to see how this plays out. 2016, China signed a deal with Iran, and it's called a comprehensive strategic partnership deal. So
Mm-hmm.
what a lot of people don't know is when countries are not um, when they're not used to each other, when they're trying to get to know each other, they'll go and visit each other's country and they'll see what they can offer each other. When the I think it's Ji Yi, I forgot his name, the Chinese leader, when he went
Mm-hmm.
over to Iran, he cut a deal with the Iranian with Ayatollah, and that was in 2016, and that deal was based on um, a strategic partnership plan. So that was based on security, trades, investment, and also defense. So,
Yes.
China could get involved to help Iran if needed be, but China's also saying no, we're not doing anything. We're gonna play the sidelines because we're looking a little bit further. We got,
Because right now it's not about politics. It's
it's
about
about
like freeing some hostages. Like
freedom,
Iranian people
freedom.
are
Yeah,
hostages in the
yeah,
country, and you can see our country is occupied. He
right.
is dead. We are having fun. We are having parties, dancing, praying, thanking
Hmm.
God that he's dead. Countries around us are crying. What
Yeah,
does that mean? Like, that means Iran has been hostage. Iran has been hostage. We are just in that country, and everything is like running around that. It's not in our favor. Right now, what President Trump and Netanyahu are doing, it's freeing hostages from terrorists, because
right,
if terrorists have no money, have no power, they cannot destroy the world.
right,
You see
right.
Hamas, you see ISIS, like you see
Hmm.
all these little like Taliban. This, why they cannot do like big things that just like Iran? Why?
Hmm.
Because the daddy was Ayatollah Khamenei,
Hmm.
using oil, Iranian oil money, to fund terrorists. So
Right.
now they have to de-arm Islamic Republic dictatorship for the safety of the world. You
Hmm.
know, this time it's not about the war, it's about safety. Enough is enough.
Well,
Like
that's
these
what Trump
people.
said. Like, I want to. This is for the freedom of the people. And a lot of people are not getting it. They're like, well, and I was saying before. Sorry to cut you off. I didn't mean to cut you off. But before I
Mhm.
was saying, in my mind, I was saying I'm a little bit balanced with this whole thing because to me it seems like Trump is not a bully. Trump doesn't like bullies, and this is what I said in my last episode. And people may think he's a bully. He could be a bully to those who are bullies, right? He's bullied to the bullies, but he's not really a bully because Trump, he really wants, he's doing what really needed to happen or what should have been happened years ago, or what a lot of presidencies, what they should have done years ago, and they didn't. He didn't do. So like I kind of feel like, or what they didn't do. I kind of feel like Trump is doing the right thing by even, because even there's American Iranians and Canadian Iranians who are protesting and saying, yes, Trump has brought freedom back to Iran again. So this is good news for you guys after all this is said and done. Now, what do you think after all this is said and done? What do you think the result is going to be? And do you think more innocent people are going to be hit because there was a mistake that an American missile hit a Iranian school, but the Iranian
That's
girls'
not
school.
correct.
Okay,
That's not correct.
all right.
The missile did not. U.S. missile accidentally did not hit Iranian school,
Mm-hmm.
because if it did, these people are now hiding in the schools.
Right, right,
All the
right,
schools are closed.
right.
Okay, even um, in one of their media, they announced that we hit the school wrongly ourselves.
Right, right.
you know and all the schools are empty. These people are hiding in like stadiums and
Okay.
schools, because they don't have anywhere to hide anymore.
Mhm. Right.
Okay, US and Israel, their missiles are so accurate that they would not miss. What I saw, it's a building, this guy house, like the missile went in the house and just the house
Wow.
exploded. you know and Iranians, these, I don't call them Iranians, Islamic, like, republic dictatorship, wants to uh, say also we can do it, but they
Right.
can't do it because they don't have the proper equipment or proper knowledge to do that. So that's, as a result, you see Iran, like, Israel and state are like boom, we hit that, it's done. We hit that, it's done. But when you see in Tel Aviv, they bombed the city,
Right.
like because they can. They're like right now bombing everywhere around. Why?
Right.
Because they have extra equipments. They want to get rid of it. They don't want anything for Iran. They're like, okay, if we're leaving, let us destroy everything and leave.
So what do they have to do? They have to destroy this missile. Like if they get this nuclear weapon that Iran has, because obviously Iran hasn't deployed it yet. So if they get rid of this missile or this nuclear weapon, what do they do with it? Do you know, or do you have any clue? Do they like
No,
this?
I just know that these people have to be disarmed and not having power.
Mm-hmm,
Because if they keep building that and be able to build that, even in Canada, we will be in trouble. You
mm-hmm,
know, right now they cannot reach Canada and stay. That's why they're like hitting their Dubai, the buildings in Dubai,
mm-hmm,
because they can't reach here. It's safe. Or they use like other countries to do that. That's a
mm-hmm.
different story. It's gonna be a World War III. We're not gonna go there. We are hoping that they can get disarmed. We'll have like ground military enter the country, disarm these people, and free our country. And we are strongly Iranians are asking for our king. We want our king for our Iran for a smooth transition. So we are just
Mm-hmm.
saying Reza Pahlavi. We want our king. That's the only person we are accepting.
And
We
that's the
don't
son
want
of
anybody.
Shah of Shay.
Yes, we don't want anybody within the country, because within the country everybody's or just through that who knows the knowledge. We don't want anybody within that, because they're gonna take the power from the lefties to give to the rightists. It's again the same thing. They're all Islamic Republic dictatorship. We want
Mm-hmm.
our king to be back for a smooth transition.
Right.
um, and that's what we are hoping for. That's what we are fighting for every day. And for the first thing, like even right now, I understand that it's a war, but I've seen videos that a mother is watching the bombs and singing happily. Like my family in
Yeah.
Iran, they call me, they're like, yes, we are under bomb, but we are happy.
So are the bombs hitting civilians and
No,
cities, or is it only hitting military bases, uh,
only military
Iranian military?
bases.
And
But
I was gonna say
the
that's okay. So then I take back what I said in my last episode, because I was saying, look, guys, if you guys want to bomb each other, go somewhere in a field, right, and let it all loose, right? Jump in
that's why
front of
they are
grenades
so
and
scared
landmines
right
and
now.
that. When that's what they're supposed to do, right? Instead of putting
Yeah,
innocent people in. So that's what I was saying. So okay, so because I was saying there's no way that Americans are going to do that. Their beef is with the Iranian military um, group. That's the Islamic Republican Islamic military group, the Iranian
yes.
leader group. That's who they're the Iranian leadership. That's who they're at right now.
So
And
that's why right now, because they don't have military bases, they
mhm,
take the military into schools, into stadiums. I just saw that they hit a stadium and they brought a lot of I don't know, Basiji or Sepahi. It's one of those military soldiers,
mhm,
and they were already in there, and they're just like boom, and they're like,
yeah,
oh, and I'm like, thank you,
yeah.
US.
So, what do you think is going to be the end result out of this? You think Iranians going to win this war, or do you think the U.S. is going to take them out? Donald Trump says if they don't surrender very soon, and they're just getting started, and this is the sixth day. Today was the sixth article, and so we're looking into some more articles. So,
This been going for a long time,
oh,
this
decades,
revolution. It's not something
decades.
overnight.
No, no, this is
We've
decades.
been fighting for this for a very long time. From
Yeah,
6 years ago, 2022,
yeah.
I myself went to street and I said, "Woman, life, freedom." I start recording videos and I'm like, if this regime is in the country, I don't care if I can go back or not, because with my social media, obviously I cannot go back because I swear at them so much. You
Hmm.
cannot talk against government. If you talk against government, they will execute you. Like, it's no way. I'm like, I am not going back to this country unless these people are gone.
Right.
So this time, we asked for help. We got help. So we are hoping that this will give us a smooth transition and bringing our king back, so we can start building our country. Because it's just, as of right now, you see, so 500,000 in
Hmm.
Toronto with protests on
Right.
February 14th.
Right. Right.
500,000
That's a lot of
people
people.
left home. We are
Yeah.
like, when I saw those videos with the
Hmm.
drone, I felt like we are homelesses in the street begging for our house.
Right.
You know, we all have to leave, learn, leave our country, leave our land, leave our belongings, start a new identity, start a new language, start a new careers, getting a new house. Like, it's not easy. It's not
Right.
easy for a person who lives in a state. They live like that, they don't understand that. That's why they come to the street and say, oh, like, we support Islamic Republic. No, you cannot say anything like that. If you're
Hmm.
saying that, you have to go live in Middle East
They're
and live
saying there's
under that
90.
law.
Yeah. There's
You
91
cannot live
million.
in freedom and
Hmm.
support terrorist groups. If you're
Right.
supporting that, go there and live there for a year, see if you can leave.
Hmm.
Yeah, so it's based on, like, having nothing, seeing things on social media, start having empathy for others. Oh, this. No, these people are terrorists. These people
Yeah.
don't care. Like, you remember, like, with Hamas and thing, they like cut the head in the street. Like, imagine these things happening in US, in
Hmm.
Canada. A person sitting in the street cut someone else's head.
Right.
Okay,
Yeah.
if you're supporting that, why are you even living in Canada or United States? Go
Yeah.
live
That's
there.
no good. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Go put a hijab on. Count you as a half a man. You go to work, they pay you as a half a man. So if you're getting $100 per hour, I get $50 per hour because
Hmm.
I'm a woman.
So it's like injustice. So it is injustice. So I pretty much we're answering the questions that I asked in my last live. It was, is it going to be, is this escalation or justice? And like I said, I felt like I was balanced before, but I'm a little bit leaning more on the American side. And the reason for being that is because I was just concerned about innocent people being hurt. My whole idea and my whole opinion on Trump going after this nuclear weapon, I think it's a smart idea because this is something that could be, you know, quite harming to the world, not just
Of
to one
course.
country, to everybody. Like it literally wipes off four corners of the world. Now, China has different type of bombs. They have hydrogen bombs. They got like these bombs you never even heard about. Like no one has a hydrogen bomb. Like what's a hydrogen bomb? Like so we think about bombs and these type of things that they have, and we have to look at okay, why do they have them, and who's against, you know, or who's doing these things X, Y, and Z, and you know, terrorist groups, unfortunately, are in Islamic countries are doing horrific crimes, terrible crimes, and
Yes.
so it's like you know against women as well, and a lot of things that shouldn't be done, and as being in, especially in Islam, it just doesn't make any sense to me.
No,
Now,
if someone is a true Muslim, they should just get away from this and not ruin their Islam's name, because
yeah, yeah,
Islam is also a religion. It is respectful. I'm saying that again. I respect all the religions, all the colors. I do believe
absolutely,
in oneness. I do not believe in borders. I believe that we all
absolutely.
one.
There's good
Um,
Islamic people out there, like there's good Christian people, and there's good all kinds of
but these
people, and there's
people are
also
not
bad people
Islam.
too.
What
Right? That's
God
not
said,
Islam.
kill
Yeah, these people are
people.
not Islam. That's right. You're right. You're right. You're right.
Because
They're not. They're not Islam.
with
They're
with
absolutely not Islam. You're
All
absolutely right.
the religions are promoting self love,
That's right.
love yourself, don't hurt yourself.
Right. But what I meant is like
Believing in higher
there's people out
power.
there that, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but what I meant by is like there's people out there that aren't, we're not perfect, right? There's bad and good to everything, right? However, you're right. That those people should not be saying they're Islamic, period.
Yes, yes,
They are
because
not Islamic.
religion
Absolutely.
is there to self love. Like
Hmm.
in Islam, we said haqqun nafs
Right.
means respecting ourselves.
Right. Right.
Haqqullah means believing in higher power.
Yeah.
Haqqun nas, it's respecting others. And
Hmm.
then how I grew up, they said God will forgive if you miss haqqun nafs means you be bad to yourself, and
Right.
miss haqqullah means be bad to the
Hakallah.
God, not
Hakallah.
believing in God. But God would not forgive haqqun nas. If you're
Right.
bad to people, if you're hurting people, God will never forgive that. That's in Quran. These people
Right.
are not Muslims because
Right.
Islam did not say that. Islam
Mhm.
is also was a very like was a uh, religion of uh, so many people in this world.
Yeah.
So like all the religions are there to bring peace between people. It's
That's
like
true.
law. Do this
Yeah.
to yourself, don't do that, don't do that, do this, just do and don't. Like for myself, I'm
Right.
over religion. I feel like religion is something that people are using to
It's
manipulate
the
people.
and it's very dividing. I feel like religion divides the world. And like we talked about before, you have to have a relationship with God. Nobody can't tell you how your relationship with God is because nobody knows the connection that you have with God. And
Exactly.
I got into, arguments with pastors at churches and all kinds of people about that because, they tend to not know or want to think they know what my relationship with God is, or tend to think that I don't have a relationship with God, and that's not for them to tell or for them to, you know what I mean? That's for God and I to decide, right? How our
Yes.
relationship is, and that's how it should be. And all in all, like religion, I just feel like has little too much law, too much teachings that kind of can manipulate you and can kind of even sound sometimes delusional. And you have to kind of know the balance between the two and know, like,
Yes,
okay,
and separating,
and
bringing
separate. Yeah.
borders, just like borders,
Hmm.
like as a free spirit, I am a free spirit. I do practice spirituality. I do practice to be equally, like treating everybody equally. Um, when I now see beyond religion, I'm like,
Hmm.
see the problems with being Catholics and
Yeah. But nothing against
Muslims.
any religion. It's just that's how you feel, and I feel the same way too.
It's
That's
not that, because
yeah.
when they came, Islamic Republic, when they came to our country, we had a lot of Jews in our country.
Right.
We had a lot of Iranian Israelis in our country. They had to
Right.
leave or they're dead.
Right. Right.
Christians, Baha'is.
Mhm.
Baha'is were Iranian. Baha'is were Iranian, like Baba Baran, like Baha'is had to live, like Zartorian, like Iranians. Our first was like like
No, I
they killed
know. I
everybody, or they had to leave,
Yeah, yeah. No,
or they
it
would
was
be
intense.
killed.
Hmm.
You know. So that's why, like, now everybody's Muslim. That we do not practice Islam. We do not believe in Islam. Even me growing up, my
Hmm.
family told me to not even bother yourself. This is not it. And everybody in Iran, the majority, they hate it.
They
They
hated.
hate it.
Yeah.
They hate it because it's not us. It's our country
So
is being hostage. Like
the
our
people,
people are hostages there.
so the people that are the people that are voting, I should say, for Ayatollah.
Hmm.
What are the percentage of those people, and what is it going to take for those people to be gone, and for
Little,
you guys? Is it
very
little?
little. It's only people that they have governmental job or
Oh,
they're very religious still. Just like
right.
how India and Pakistan, they're crying. They're like, our prophet or imam is gone. They're making it so religious to affect people's emotion. you know, but the majority is gone, and mostly people are gone from Iran, just like myself.
So
I'm
why do
so
you think?
sorry.
Mhm.
Daru, I have to pause you for a second. I will be
Okay,
back in 5 minutes.
no problem, no problem.
Okay?
Yeah. So there you have it. You're hearing a lot of what she's saying, and Anita, we're going to get Anita back on our show too more often because we're going to be doing a lot of these topics and a lot of these conversations. So do lock in and be familiar with her because she's going to be here with me co-hosting on some of our stuff, and hopefully. But for the most part, as you're hearing the the cry, and you're hearing um, the voice of an Iranian herself, and she's saying that this is something that they're happy about that's happening, and they want this leader gone because their freedom has been cut short for decades and decades, and I'm talking about since 1976 he's been in power. But I have a question to ask, and I hope she can answer when she gets back in. But I just want to know, like, the the reason why they've been in power so long, and why is it now that this war is happening that they're getting the freedom that they need or they want. I need to know if they were, because they must have been some type, if there's very small percentage of people, they must have been some type of power and control when it came to voting and power. And I want to also know, I think, how much times in rotation that they. Oh, I'm done. And I was there practicing, thinking I was sounding good. Anyways, I'm back. I gotta put my mic back on. Now, see, now you can probably hear me perfect. You can hear me better. Um, we got. Uh, I think we got Anita. She's coming back. Yeah, there she is. We got her back on the screen.
Oh, hello, I'm back.
Now, Anita, you hear me a lot
Yeah.
better now too, right? You hear me a lot
Yes.
better. Like you hear my microphone now, right? So
Yes.
I'm so upset because the whole interview is gonna sound like me talking on my computer. So because I'm using my actual microphone, but before I was using my eternal mic because I didn't connect it on there. So this is
Yeah.
my day-to-day struggles that I've been having for the last couple of months. I'm a rookie on this streaming platform, so I'm starting to get used to the buttons and everything like that. So yeah, I don't even care. I don't care. You know what I mean? We all This is Therapy Hub, so this is everybody's
Yes.
free to be free here, right? This is what
That's exactly what happened to me right now. My laptop was keep telling me that I am about to sleep. We need battery. And I was like, oh my God, how I'm gonna do this right now? Because this
yeah,
is not usually staging I do. I just like set this up for this
it's
show
okay.
today. And I
Yeah,
forgot to set up my charger. So I had to quickly
it's
jump
okay.
off and make this work.
This is gonna be better. This is gonna be good for us because when we do a couple other ones, I want you to come back on the show, and
Hmm.
this would be great for us to
So we'll get a hang of it anyways. We're good.
Definitely.
How do you like the platform? Do you like it? Is
I
this is
love it.
yeah?
It's
Okay.
really convenience. I believe
Good.
it's really good to have like a
I got
convenience
some good news for
platform.
you after we're done the interview. I got some really good news for you.
Yeah,
Okay? Yeah.
looking forward to that.
Yeah. Yes, yes.
Yeah, so just going back to Iran, it's just the war is not
Mhm.
political. That's why
Right.
the political leaders are not even putting themselves out there. I
Mhm.
really appreciate Trump. I really appreciate Bibi Netanyahu because they
Right.
are helping Iranian people because we've been held hostage.
Okay.
And like Israelis always say that they owe us once because they like our King Cyrus freed them from the Babylon because
Ah.
of a slavery. That's how
Right.
our connection are like very long time back
Mm.
when the Cyrus was ruling the Persia. Um, and now I believe that our brothers and sisters in Israel not owing us anything because they're helping Iranian people to get free and get their freedom back from these terrorists. And I believe once these terrorists are done, the
Mhm.
sugar daddy is dead, no more money
Mhm.
for thing, and they're gonna be getting smaller and smaller, just like Taliban and
Mhm.
Hamas and this. But im- it's good for the world to also observe that if these
Mhm.
people get into power,
Mhm.
it's gonna be Iran. You know, it's
So
gonna
this
be Iran. We are a good example for the history. You know,
yeah. Yeah.
uh, that
But this
right now,
war here is going to be like it's exempt to a certain degree, but most people are thinking, okay, well, we're not going to be affected by it. We are kind of affected by it to a certain degree because I know gas prices are gone up.
six
Um,
cents last
yeah, they're
night,
gone up 6 cents, so they're I think it's going to be going up to $1.60, $1.65 soon.
of
So,
course.
we have a lot of that to consider because we do pay the price for war, as everyday civilians and taxpayers.
Hmm.
Now, but for the most part, the outcome of it, and if we have to pay into something to give freedom, I'm all for it, right?
Yeah,
Anything that I seen a politician the other day that I know very well, and they were shopping and they were saying, "Oh, this is don't worry, this is not taxpayers' money," and I said, "It's okay because they're taking the groceries. They're doing a program for I think children in need or somebody in need. Somebody needed food, and I was like, taxpayers' money. I'm like, use all my taxpayer money for it. All like, go right ahead. I'm for it. I had my hand up, right? I
yeah.
said because I'm literally all for bettering our community and bettering our world and bettering our
For
society and whatever it
uh,
takes. I'm all for it.
Islamic Republic dictatorship was not just a trouble for Iran.
Right.
Once he's gone, the Middle East is gonna be open.
Right.
You know, it's gonna be open because once Hamas doesn't have money,
Mm-hmm.
like
Yeah. Yeah.
again, I respect everybody.
Mm-hmm.
I believe Israelis have to exist, Palestinians have to exist.
Right.
They both have to be here, but Palestine is not Hamas. I don't know why they're trying to say Palestine is
Right.
Hamas.
Hamas,
You
and
know,
that's what they're fighting against. And
like,
this is what we have to understand as
and what
people.
they're bringing in the
Yeah,
world is
it's
that
not
they're
the country
literally
that they're fighting
Palestinians
against.
saying that we are
Yeah.
Hamas.
Yeah,
Like,
because they think it's the country. They think individually it's the country, but these are groups inside the country, and it's affecting the country because these groups are primarily taking over the country
the
because of their
country.
control. That's
Exactly.
that's what's
And
happening.
just
Yeah.
Hamas is something new, but Palestine was there for so long.
Mm-hmm.
Hamas is just a terrorist group that they're not supporting Palestine, and the
Mm-hmm.
Palestinians are saying that we are Hamas, but Hamas is dangerous. Like,
Yeah. Yeah. They're dangerous people. They're killing. I
they're
don't believe in
killing, they're
anybody that.
raping, they're
Yeah.
killing. Like,
Yeah. Exactly. That's
we
bad.
want
That's bad.
world peace. Like, we're getting
Yeah.
closer to global warming with everything
Yeah.
happening around the world. Like, we see, like, the earth is getting destroyed. Why do we destroy it more?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we need
You
more
know,
peace, more we need more love and more unity versus more anything.
hate.
Yeah, and more hate.
You see, like in Canada right now,
Yeah,
like this is not a Canada I came in 14 years ago.
right. It's
This is not
completely
a
different.
Canada I came in 14 years ago. I'm literally over. Like, I want to go live in the forest, live with like giraffes and elephants because what I am seeing right now,
Hmm.
because I came from a dictatorship country, a third world country. I lived in a third world country. So I
Right,
know how the third world country feels like.
right.
And Canada is turning into a third world country because of
Hmm.
everything happening right now.
Do
People
you
are
think that there could
hating
be
on
some?
each other.
Mm-hmm. Do you
People
think there
are,
could be a diplomatic approach to any of this stuff after? Do you think that Iranians gonna fall back? Or they're gonna fight till they die?
I think they're gonna fight to the die because
Hmm.
I heard a lot. Like, because when I went to Iran,
Hmm.
imagine a boy goes to work 28 days a month, 2 days off.
Hmm.
Okay? His income was, for in Iranian money, it's like 5 million in
Right.
Iranian money, which is nothing. Okay, let me tell you. You go buy a pants, it's 1.5 million.
Hmm.
You go eat food one night out with your friends, it's easy 2 to 3 million.
And Iran?
Yeah.
Wow, that's a lot of money.
And they're working like 1 month for 5 million.
What is
That's
it equivalent
nothing.
to? What's the million equivalent to though? Like what's the dollar
Um,
equivalent to?
if I wanna say it in dollar, it's nothing. It's not.
So like
It's
say like
5 million. It's
five say like
nothing.
$5 is 5 million.
Um,
Like what's the dollar equivalent to?
one. I believe. I don't know how. What's the dollar right now?
So
Let me
say if
tell
I
you.
had $5 Canadian and I went to Iran with $5 Canadian, how much money could I get in Iran for $5 Canadian?
With for $10,
Yeah.
you would get. Um, let me tell you.
Okay. And the reason why I asked is because 2 million is kind of seems like okay, maybe $200 make a meal or maybe a 200 and yeah, maybe $200 meal or something could be like $2 million. So it could be like every 100 to every dollar.
I feel. I think $10 is 9 million.
ten
Something like
dollars is
that.
9 million. Yeah, see, so I was gonna say
I
like
think something like that. I know it's not. It's nothing.
so every dollar is so every dollar to a million.
It's nothing. It's
One to a
nothing. Like,
million. One to, yeah,
even
so that's it's
like,
nothing. One to a
okay,
million.
let me tell you this. You
That's
want to
crazy.
buy iPhone. You
Yeah,
want to
yeah.
buy iPhone. It's 50 million.
$50 million to buy an
50
iPhone.
million to buy iPhone
I ain't buying no iPhone in Iran.
monthly.
I be
Monthly,
I be
you
rocking
get
the flip
5
phones out there,
million.
baby. Hey?
Okay, you
Yeah,
get
yeah.
5 million monthly, and an iPhone is 50.
Mhm.
Means if you put 1 million aside every month, you can buy iPhone in 50 months.
Okay.
Okay, and in 50 months, iPhone is no longer 50 million, it's 80
Okay.
million.
Wow. That's
Because it
crazy.
goes up, it keeps going up.
And it
So
keeps going
in
up, yeah.
50 months, you cannot buy iPhone anymore. You have 50 million, you need to have
Yeah.
80 million.
So can I ask you a question?
Mhm.
What are you like providing any type of support to any Iranians out there that need the support right now with what's going on in with this war,
In
like
Iran,
with and with in Iran or in Canada or the US with your organization?
like financially or emotionally?
Just emotionally or with any programs or anything, do you have like a particular, do you have anything that you're doing right now in support of this war?
On social media, I try to be active and be the voice of Iranians.
Hmm.
I try to be there for my network, one on one. If anything happening, we all like connected, making sure like if one day one person is not good, we all gonna focus on that person, make sure
Hmm.
they're good. I've done like some healing session in one of the protests in the opening at the Star Nation, for 1 minute silence for the dead ones.
Okay.
I did like a sound journey, but it was very intense, because everybody's
Hmm.
not feeling well. Um, and then pretty much that's it, to be honest, because uh, right now I am involved in this too
Hmm.
myself. I am emotionally like involved in this myself because my family is there,
Hmm.
and we hear news in different sides, the lefties and the righties. The whole news is with lefties. We think it's not justice because they are not covering our news, and they say things because they have problems with the United States and Israel. They want everything on their side, so it's a lot of
Hmm.
injustices happening in the world here. So like right now myself is very involved in this, but we
Hmm.
try to be there for each other individually, whoever needs help and support.
Now, if there's anybody out there listening right now, anybody from Iran or anybody that is within that community, um, what, because this is Therapy Hub, and we like at the end of our topics and discussions, I kind of like to give a positive, um, give some positive advice to the people out there so that they could take what we've talked about and reflect on it and then learn from it. So, is there anything um, that you could tell the people of the Iranian community that may help them through this difficult time or this victorious time?
mm, I would say politic is politic, doesn't matter. Even everything that is happening in this world, if you are not present, you are not alive, you are not healthy, you are not feeling well, nothing in this world matter, because the world is your perspective. It's your being, and if you don't be, this world not be. No,
Hmm.
so it is really important to take care of our mental health. I keep saying that to my friends too. Please take a day off,
Hmm.
not reading the news. If you don't open Instagram, nothing will change. Like the world and
Yeah.
the everything will go the way that it has to go. And a lot of
Exactly.
things are usually planned, they're not even in our hand.
Hmm.
Um, it is sad for our nation, we are seeing Iranians being hostages, being taken care, advantage of, and even like the organizations like um, human rights,
Right.
they are
Yeah.
not covering news of Iran.
Right.
Why?
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 Yeah, that's something that should be covered most definitely.
It's human rights, right?
That's right. Yep. That's
So
right.
why, and what's the system behind it?
Right.
So
Hmm.
it doesn't matter. So a lot of things being planned, a lot of
Right.
things are staged in this world.
Hmm.
Even a truth is a half truth. It's not full on truth.
True.
It's all perspective. Please be respectful to each other, not breaking our heart, because at the end of the day, we're just humans. We're
Hmm.
just humans. Doesn't matter what the government say, what the system say, what people want us to say. We are just humans, you know. We all in this together. We don't know why are we here and where are we going and what's going on in this world. So being respectful to each other and taking a day off for yourself, not
Mhm.
watching news, spending on your time, focus on your breath,
Mhm.
inhales and exhales, stay positive.
Yes.
And if you're feeling overwhelmed, just stop on whatever you're doing and take care of yourself.
Right.
You know, take care of yourself.
I like
Because,
what you said. Perceive the world, or perceive the world as the way you see it. There's a word, a German word called Umwelt. It says Umwelt. All right, it's pronounced Umwelt, and that's what it means. Is perceiving the
mhm,
world as you see it. I think that's what I call my art, the art that I do, because it's abstract art. So you
mhm,
can look at it and you know you may see a whale or you may see a boat or a cloud.
exactly, yeah.
You know that's how life should be.
Yeah, that's how it
Yeah.
is. Because it doesn't matter. Like, I grew up somehow, somewhere in this planet, and I'm here. I have a perspective.
Hmm.
You too.
Yep.
Everybody is, you know. It's
Hmm.
not about right and wrong. I do believe in yin and yang. So, uh,
Yeah, most
there is
definitely.
no such a thing as good and bad. It's all perspective. Israelis are not bad. They have their own history. They have their
Hmm.
own perspective. US have its own perspective.
Hmm.
Palestine, Iran, this, but right now Iran. Oh, sorry. Right now
It's okay.
Iran is hostage. That's the
Hmm.
thing. That's all we say. Iran,
Yeah.
even Iranian people have its own perspective. So I don't understand why people come and be like, "Oh, they should not do that. They should not fight
Hmm.
against the regime."
Right.
No,
I
we
got
as
one more question to
Iranian.
ask you.
Mhm.
How long is it going to take for this power, or for these people to be out of power? When how much?
Soon.
What's the rotation when it comes to election there?
Rotation. It's every 4 years.
Every 4 years. So why do they
Yeah.
keep getting elected? This same group. Is it they keep getting, because they've been in power since 1976?
Oh no, the leader is the same leader. The
Yeah,
leader
that's
would never change. The puppets change.
oh, so the leader. So how do you change the leader?
We can't. We are
Only
hostages. We have no power.
so they have
We
to kill
come
him.
to the street, be like, we want change. They're like,
Yeah.
we kill you.
So
We
the guy
kill
that's in
you.
power now is who? There's somebody that now, because they apparently they killed Ayatollah. Is that
Ayatollah, his son,
Ayatollah?
they're saying, but we don't know. We don't have a leader. Supreme
So
leader
this
is gone,
mhm.
and U.S. and Israel been non-stop attacking the military board. I have
This
heard
is why
from like,
Trump. This is why Trump said, Iran, it's time to take over your government now. Again, it's time to
yeah,
take over your government.
yes.
Well,
So,
man, Trump did a good thing
but
there,
they
man.
still have power. You know, I've seen
Hmm.
videos that they're shooting people from windows of their
Right.
houses. People are in their house and they're saying, like, down to Islamic Republic, and a guy is from the neighbors. He's
Hmm.
from the windows shooting them. You know,
Right.
as long as these people have guns, people are not safe because they come and talk, just like what happened, you know, in
Hmm.
2 days they killed how much? 40,000 people?
Over 40,000 people in two
Over
days.
40,000 people.
Yeah,
Imagine you're
that's
going to
crazy.
Dundas, you know
I
how we
can't
do
imagine.
rallies?
Yeah.
We do rallies in Dundas downtown. A group of cops come in the street
Yeah. That's scary. That's
and
scary.
just people are in bean bags. They're beside the street. Blood is like, my cousin
Hmm.
was saying, I walk in the street to smell blood. Like,
Hmm.
I don't even go outside because everywhere smells like blood. You know, everywhere smells like
There's
blood.
bloodshed out
That's
there.
why these people should not be in power.
No.
You know, these people should not be in power. They say like Netanyahu is bad, Trump is bad, but have you guys experienced this in your country that you've
Yeah.
been like, like,
Yeah.
You see what like Afghanistan, my brothers and sisters seeing with Taliban. I have a
Hmm.
lot of friends with Afghanistan. They're like, yeah, they stop us in the street and then they get off. If they don't like your face, they cut your head.
Oh man, that's crazy.
Like, do you guys have this in United States or and like Canada and like
Yeah,
yeah, do you have that? You're not experiencing that. So you
yeah,
don't know how it feels like to be scared of the government because we have problems that everything is getting expensive.
yeah.
Okay. Like we have the country is overloaded. We still
Hmm.
living, we are not terrified, we still wake up, the rents are high. We still living, we still terrified, we still even though Canada has its own problems, but we are not experiencing blood.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, we are not experiencing blood, even though one of the leaders, Salar Gholami, he
Hmm.
was the people know him as Sullivan. He's been taking care of the protests during these events that it's happening. He's been
Right.
working so hard for Iranians, putting in, and he let people use his gym. He has like a
Hmm.
boxing gym to prepare everything for these protests, like all the
Right.
speakers, everything starts from that. Did you hear the news?
No, I didn't hear about that. No, this is the
They
first time here.
shot
It's first.
his they shot his store.
Oh wow.
They shot his store with 17 bullets.
Oh yeah, I seen that actually. I seen that. Yeah, 17. Yeah, the store. Yeah, I seen that. I seen that. I seen that
17
one.
bullets.
Hmm.
You know, and that store is his business.
Right.
And if there's a shooting, you cannot work there anymore.
Right.
It's gone, you know, for a
Mm.
while because it's a crime scene.
This makes it. This makes perfect um reason to why these countries are not stepping in, and they're just allowing, or they're letting the U.S. and Israel do what they got to do. And
Yes.
I think it's a very smart move. I think it's something that um, everybody knows that nobody wants evil anymore. Nobody wants to see people die for no reason. Nobody wants to see people be bullied and you know people be and you're noticing it now with now with the police in Toronto. If you hear about the 8 police officers charged in Toronto, along with another 4, or sorry, another 3, and then one just recently charged um, again. And there's so people are starting to want to see a change in society because we want to be safe, and we want to
Yes.
make sure that our kids are safe and our families are safe. We don't want to have to worry and live in danger anymore. And I think um, for the brave men and women out there that are taking stand for our country and taking stand for our civilians, I want to say personally on Therapy Hub, thank you. And there's a lot of things that I didn't know and I wasn't educated about before studying, or getting into my or the journalism on this topic, because I there was a lot that I didn't know about, and now studying, and also speaking to people like yourself and Dr. Raz and these people, they're giving me an insight into why the world is the way it is and why sometimes there's method to madness. Now, Donald Trump, I want to take back Donald Trump. I categorized you as uh, Bush and 10 times worse. But I actually feel that you're better, and the things that you live for. You've pardoned X amount of people. You've worked with um, a lot of people. You wanted to stop the war between Israel and Palestine, and so
Definitely.
I commend him on some of his madness that he's doing. It's his method to his madness. I commend him on it. How about
Yeah.
you?
I really appreciate him because once he started, it was Qasem Soleimani.
Mm-hmm.
He was the tactical, military, very high profile, dangerous man in Middle East. That when
Right.
Qasem Soleimani died, a lot of people, we Iranians again in the Iran, we were celebrating,
Mm-hmm.
and countries around Iran were crying because this man was the man that was keeping them alive,
Right.
military system, because he was so like dangerous, and he
Mm-hmm.
was supporting all these, like putting every all together. First he killed him,
Right.
so by him being out of the picture a couple years ago,
Mm-hmm.
um Middle East got weaker, you know,
Right.
all of them start falling apart, and now it's
That's
time for them to
crazy.
fall apart. You know, at
Bef-
first he got rid of Qasem Soleimani. I'm telling you, it's a
Mhm.
revolution. It's nothing overnight. At
No,
first
this
it
is
was Qasem
revolution.
Soleimani,
Yeah.
and then it was Mahsa Amini, and then
Mm-hmm.
it was after Qasem Soleimani, it was the plane. They hit the plane, and then people are like, the
The
Iranian.
Torah and also the Bible explains a lot about what's going on now, and it's it's just unbelievable. Yeah, what with what you're saying, in contrast to what you're
Yeah.
saying. Yeah.
So the Batman is gone. The one that he was keeping all
Mm-hmm.
these terrorists together, like tactically bringing all these theories of how to keep them all together and
Yeah.
strong. He got rid of him first,
Mm-hmm.
and then they start being scared, you
Yeah.
know. And then slowly, Iranians start reveling. There is like Mahsa Amini, the flight that Iranian, like Islamic Republic, had. That was a
Mm-hmm.
huge thing, and then now this time the first day of war,
Mm-hmm.
people did not have food to eat anymore. They
Wow.
closed all their stores, put a sign on their doors
Yeah.
that brothers and sisters, these prices are not fair to you to pay. I
Right.
am not
No
selling you
more.
no more. They close all their shops.
So
They
this is
came
gonna be
into
maybe this is gonna be the last of everything for Iran right now. Maybe this is the time to start celebrating our for Iran, especially
yeah,
now that Ayatollah is dead. This is the time for Iran to start celebrating and taking full control of this country. How can that happen? Do you know? Do you have any idea?
slowly, slowly.
Slowly,
The guys
one day
in
at a time.
power
Yeah.
needs to be gone.
Mm-hmm.
They're trying to get over media.
Yeah.
Now I had a post earlier because I saw Ayatollah Khamenei is dead, and then the TV announced that we are going to uh, cry for 40 days because
Mm-hmm.
this guy is dead. And then, thank to media, Instagram now bringing so much awareness, people can understand. Iranian
Mm-hmm.
people, what campaign we start doing is repeating that 40 days crying.
Yeah.
Hell no, we all dancing. There is
Right.
so many viral videos out there to show the world that what is these lefties are trying to project, that Iranian people are going to cry for 40 days for this uh, dangerous man's death,
Yeah.
is not Iranian voice.
Yeah.
It, the media is hostage by governments.
Government. Yeah.
So that's it. The media is government. It's not Iranians. That's why they have to get over media. They have
Mm-hmm.
to have their own system. We have to make sure all these terrorists are out. At the same time, it's really dangerous because now we know we have Taliban, we have
Mm-hmm.
Hamas. We have to be worried about them too because the Islamic Republic dictatorship was the hands under, which
Mm-hmm.
had all these terrorists under, but his look in the world was like good
Yeah.
because they were the head of a country which is Iran, and people were dying in silence in Iran
Right.
for many years. But thanks to social media right now, we are no longer quiet. We can speak up. you know?
Congratulations, guys. Congratulations. Anita, tell everybody or let everybody know how they can find you, where they can find you, and of course, let them know that you'll be back here on Therapy Hub. We're actually having another show
Yay!
on Monday, so we're gonna invite you back on Monday because we're kind of if you can make it, but if not, we'll see you back next Thursday because what we're doing is kind of tallying up on the war here. I want to kind of keep track with the articles and the days of the war. We're actually on day 6 now, so I want to just keep track of it and continue to spread some, some knowledge to the people. Let everybody know how they can find you.
Yay! So you can find me on Instagram, Anita Lolaland, Anita Soleimani, Anita Lolaland, mostly Anita Lolaland, no space. That's all in together, Anita Lolaland. I will probably be back next week, either on the war zone or wellness zone. But I do prefer
Yes.
myself wellness. But at the moment, unfortunately, I have
We're
no
gonna get you.
choice,
We're
and
gonna
I'm
get you a little.
honored to
We're,
be
we're gonna
part of
get you
this
your own.
revolution.
We're gonna get you your own show on MTV. Don't worry. You're gonna have your own platform here.
That's
You know what I
amazing.
mean?
I'm
Yeah.
looking forward to that. Thank you so much for inviting me over.
No problem.
It was kind of a therapy for myself. Therapy Hub was a therapy for myself
Nice. That's
because
good to know.
I had a lot to say and
Yeah.
it was all in my throat chakra sitting there. Be like,
Yeah.
we have words to say. We need to say that. We need to say this. That was an amazing opportunity for me also to express myself, say whatever is in my mind, my
Mm-hmm.
perspective, behalf of Iranians. Um, it's it's an honor to be Iranians' voice. I am so happy to be part of this revolution, and we will fight for freedom. We want Reza Pahlavi, our king, back for a smoother transition,
Mm-hmm.
and we will not stop until we reach that.
Nice, man.
Thank you so much
Yeah.
for having me. I'm
Of
looking
course.
forward to be back soon.
Of course, of course. And everybody, thank you so much for tuning in today. We're going to wrap it up. And we're going to see you again on Monday. And then, of course, next week, Thursday on Therapy Hub. And please make sure you like, subscribe, and share. It is absolutely free. Like, subscribe, and share. It is absolutely free. And hit that notification bell so you can get alert anytime we're online. We're here to transform the mind and heal the soul. Peace and
Yes.
love
Peace and love and unity.
and unity.